emodels.co.uk. Make something awesome.
This is what I'm building next for eModels. It's the Meng Kawasaki Ninja H2R, and I've gone for the pre-coloured edition. Start with the pretty cool box art on there and the front of the bike. It's all carbon fibred, so we'll have a look in the box in a sec and see how it all looks. Okay, so I'll have a look in the box and see how everything looks. So what I'll do, I'll put the box to one side and we'll bring pieces out bit at a time. So I start off with the instruction book on here. So I start off with sort of very carefully assemblies what tools you need, and don't know if you can pick that up, but shouldn't need any glue. I'm sure I'll be gluing some bits and pieces together. So then you've got your sprue guide, so everything's come up pre-coloured, so the chrome parts, the green frame, and parts picked out in different colours, the black and chrome by the looks of it. And these will be the carbon fibre parts, and there are some decals. These are probably the silver, mirror film. It's a cleaning cloth, pretty cool. And some metal parts at the bottom, and there's a screwdriver in there somewhere. So this is really nice. Got cutaway pictures of the engine. Gives you bits of information about the bike itself. And then we're straight into building up the engine. So we'll have a look at the parts in a bit. So looks pretty straightforward. Build the parts up. There's some hoses. And I'll check, but I think it should probably be the length of the hoses that you need to cut. 70mm, 64 and 70. Build up the engine, so that's the engine done. Then onto the frame. It's a really cool colour. And again, a bit there about the frame itself. And so you're straight into building up the frame, adding parts in for the, I think it's going to do with the brakes at the back. Fitting the engine, then you're onto the spring arm and the chain, rear wheel and brakes. And you got a cool close-up picture. Shows only where all the tubes and things go. Then you're putting the two together, as you imagine, and then you're into the exhaust. Radiators, into the front wheel. The springs on here for the so this will be a bit of a suspension. That's right. Again, more cool pictures. Closer to the brakes, front forks. Pretty cool heat steading on the exhaust. I'll have to look at maybe doing something like that. Adding the front forks to the bike, and then you're adding fuel tanks. One of those, which can't think what it is. Something to do with the steering. Anyway, steering dampener. Then you building up the seats, fits in everything. Speedo. And there you go, starting with the cowling. So again, a bit of a description there. So, like some aerodynamic effect I noticed then. So there's bits of PE to add in, fins. Oh, you've got decals for the underside of the fins by the looks of it. And then there's a stand for it. A few decals to add to the front. To mirror things. And you're done. So not overly complicated. So we'll I'll have a look through some parts. So I try not to crinkle too much, but we'll have a look through. So it's the chrome one. And I've already noticed there's a couple of parts loose. There we go. So it looks like those two fit together. There's a bit of nubbage to fit on. So what do I think of that? Maybe it's a bit too chromy, but anyway, we'll have a think. So I'll just put those back. Okay, so it looks like all the attachments to the sprue gate are on the hole on bits where it's not going to show, which is good. I think what I might do is when I'm doing the chrome, I might make the bike stand up first and see how that looks. But I might end up stripping these. But anyway, I'll make that decision as we go through. So that's the chrome parts. Next we've got fuel tanks and things. These look like they're in a dark aluminium colour. Or a dark metal colour anyway. That's pretty cool. And the side fenders. Right, looks like you make up the mudguard in two parts. So that's going to have a bit of a seam on it. That's the back of the seat. So that's all pretty cool. Don't know if you pick that up, but it says Ninja on there, so I'm assuming there's a sticker or something to go over that. There we go, have a look at the green frame. Okay, it's quite big fastenings on this, so that's going to need a bit of a polish up. But again, it looks as though they're in parts where they probably won't show. But then there's a couple of little seam lines, nothing too desperate. So I'll get a bit of sanders on those, because that'll probably come off. And this will be the top of the front forks on there. So that's pretty cool. You can find one of them multicoloured. Okay, so some of the multicoloured parts. So they've got the wheels with the green line around both sides. So the chrome parts marked on the wheels, got the exhaust chain, and they've come to do the suspension, front forks. So they're all pretty good. I like those. What else have we got? So engine parts, these are just in the metallic colour. Not sure that picks up, but it looks like it does graduate the colour. So it's slightly darker grey down the bottom, slightly lighter at the top of that, by the looks of it. Okay, so that's engine parts. What else have we got? And these are just the black parts. These are the apologies for the crinkling. Obviously I haven't opened it already. Yeah, these These are just the basic black parts. So the swing arm itself, top of the handlebars, radiator, parts of the seats, parts of the wheels, handles themselves. Yeah, they all look fine. Again, more just black parts of the engine. Won't bother with that one. And then we've got the seats. This is the rubbery texture about looks of it. Yeah, so this is the seat. So again, it's come undone a bit, but they're all rubbery. And it's the red supercharger, I think it is. Okay, we'll get that. And this, we have a screwdriver, 2 tyres, some hoses, nice green spring. Little springs in there for the front suspension. What else have we got? Okay, we have screws, various screws of different sizes, so lots of little ones, some medium sized ones and some longer ones, all in little bags there. That sounds good. Clear parts, so the screen and rear brake lights. Here's the we could call it photo etch, but it's glass thick. So the brake discs are really quite thick metal, and grills for the front, air intakes, they're photo etch by the looks of it. And these brake discs are really quite thick. So the front ones and the rear one. Okay, and polishing cloth. So if you get any fingerprints on it, so you can get them out. And some decals. So I won't get them out yet. So these are the little red, green stripes for on the fairings. The carbon fibre parts. These are the chrome parts. I'm guessing these are probably for the wheels. So if you spray the wheels, you can put these back on. The green last stripe around the wheel again. So really quite a lot of detail on that. So what we'll do, we'll pause it there, and I think what I'll do is make a start on doing the engine. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, nearly forgot to show you this part. So also in the box is a nice green box. And if we can get it. Come on. We have carbon fibre parts. So the front fairing. Yeah, all nicely fitted in there. Parts, so there's bits down here. Okay, and the wings, so they've got nice effects on there. Polish up at some stage. So things where the decals go, they cover up the bottom of these parts, and you can notice that there's the inside of the wings as well. So again, yeah, they're not really finished underneath, so they're nice and shiny at the top. So get the light on that. Come on, where are you going? Then you decal on the bottom to finish it off. So they're all nicely protected in there. cool green colour. So I'll put that back in the box. So as I said, we'll start having a look at the parts for the engine. We'll see how far we get. Back in a sec. Okay, just before I start cutting things off the sprue, just thought I'd show you this, just to get yourself organised with screws. So I've got little shot glasses with the screws on. Basically tells you how many of each one there are. So there's 8 screw bays, 32 Bs, 18 Cs, and the other ones quite easy to identify, so they're just in a mixed pot. Okay, and there's 2 thicknesses of final tube. So I'm still in the bags at the moment, but as when I use them I know which one's which quite easily because they're in the little labelled pot. Okay, we'll get on with doing some construction. So we start at the top here with this part, so we need sprues B and C, which are main engine parts and other bits on there, and they're screwed together by screw B there. So we'll make a start. Alright, have a look how they're attached. So there's the part that sits inside the engine, so it doesn't have to be super clean. It's not too bad. And then that attaches to you see up here, part C5. So as usual, pieces that show a bit of knob and take it off the sprue. Then you can do a final tidy up. This bottom one is fits to the back. So the bottom receives pretty clear, and this front one is actually on top. So we'll give that a bit of a sand. Where's my sander? So you can sand the front faces because you can see the colour comes off quite easy, but that's smooth enough. And this part B16. 16 is this part here. So again, they're all attached on the back of the part. So it should keep hopefully the edges on the front surfaces nice and clean. Be careful when you're sanding as well, because there's a couple of little locator pin things, so be careful when you're tidying up that you don't file something that's supposed to be there off. The edges are fine, so that should hopefully sit on nicely. So you can see here there's 2 little divots to make sure you get this the right way around. So again, I'm not sure if you can see this. You can see one there goes in one of those little holes there. So fit on like that, and we'll pop a screw through the back, which is a B. This B is tiny screws. This is a screwdriver I got with a 10mm Kitter a little while ago. I'll try the well, it came with the kit in a little bit, but this one handy, so I'll start off with this one. Come on, shaping wooden. First screw's misbehaving. There we go, that's the first part on. Screw in the back. So then we attach this through top and bottom. So there's two parts here that looks like they screw into something, but they're yeah, put it that way around. So they're slightly recessed, these holes, so they go over the four parts and sit snugly. So then you screw through there. So again, two more B screws. Not that was magnetic. So drop them everywhere. And where did you go? Let's find the other one. Right, I'll pause it there while I go in search of a tiny screw on my not too tidy desk. Back in a sec. Okay, found the screw and just attach the bottom part. So that's the first bit of the engine. So then we move on to this part, which is C8 and B7. C8 and B7. So again, they're screwed reverse orientation. There we go. So a bit on the side, and then that's screwed through. Well, yeah, there's a tiny hole just in there, and we're up there. Look at the screwdriver for the model itself. It's a bit more magnetic. Right, so it's a bit more magnetic. I don't think the screws are magnetic. Anyway. anything. So we will resort to an old way. At the end of your screw. There. That's on. I think at some stage we'll pick out the tops of these nuts with chrome. And I found there might actually be some little mirror bits to do. I think I'll probably pick them out with like an inverted toothpick or something like that. We'll just back over there before I knock them over. So that's 2 parts of the engine. So we move on to B17 and B2, which looks like they hold the engine together. There we go. That's the road. So B2, some big lucky thing there. And 17 over here. Wires. Don't drop things on the floor. Right, so we should get the orientation right. So that's the warrant. And B17 goes with these 2 lucky things pointing down. Alright, that's sort of Bandai-esque. Okay, and again, make sure they're right around. Part 2B goes into this back hole here. All the way. So you end up like so. So this part with these 2 lugs go into these 2 here. Drop everything. So there's a little bit of a gap there, so that's up as far as it'll go. So I think what I'll do is run a little bit of glue on that, and that should nip that up. A little bit of a gap. So we'll go on, and then when it's all in one piece we'll see what we can clamp and where we can glue it. But yeah, I've run a bit of extra thin down there that'll get that all up. Otherwise it's coming together quite easily so far. So now we do the other part. engine part is part C6 and B8, and again another B screw holds it together. So C6 first. There you go, that's this one. Nice and clean, and one down the bottom. There we go, I think that's in the way. So this way around, and we part B8. Which is twisted a little bit. It's like that, and it fits in there. So again, that's on the outside of the engine, so it'll screw through that little hole there, so we'll get another B screw out. Again, just check for gaps. That's up nicely. Okay, then we do a bit of construction for B10 and C4. A couple of V screws. So this one's a C4. Okay, these sanders I'm using are from UMP. You can get these from eBottles. Just have a look on the website. And these are one of their multi-kits. So you get thinny sticks, the bigger ones, and some of their new what do they call them? Anyway, the ones that cut down to different sizes to fit into little gaps. top, obviously the part we needed again, so B10. Clean up and just off the top there, get rid of the bits that are flying everywhere. Right, so how does this one go? Right, so it goes that way around. B10 fits to the back of it. Again, obviously get the right around, that's way around. So this sticky out bit to the top. In theory, there we go. Lines up the holes and everything, it all matches up. So again, little screws through the back. There you go, so that's the next two bits with bit screws on, and so we have C10, which is the other side of the engine. So I don't have anything fixed to it at the moment, so we'll just snip this off. Okay, so what we'll do is clean these bits up. So when you're using your blade, it's probably best to cut away from yourself, but I've been doing this for a while, so I wasn't pulling very hard. So if it starts getting tricky to get it through, go away from yourself. If it slips, it hurts. So just check they've all got nicely. There's a bit of one on an edge there, so we don't want that causing problems. So that's clean enough. The other one was on the end of here, so I'm assuming that butts up against something. So here we have some more bits of engine. So we put them together, so it's like top bit, side bit, and then that bit on the other side. So again, get your orientation correct. I'm not so sure this goes in there. There's a slot. I didn't notice this. Can you see? Yeah, there's a slot there. There we go. So I assume that'll be held in by the other parts. So this at the back goes with this at the bottom. So again, there's a couple of notches and holes they slide into. Like so, and then line up all those lugs with all these lugs and squeeze. So try with the bottom two first. Things are removing. So we'll do a line. What sticks out the most is the one in the middle, so we'll aim that at this one. Hopefully things will line up. And I'll squish up as much as it'll go. So it didn't take too long to get a reasonable looking engine together. I still think I'll just on those front two edges. Well, that side's not too bad. There's a little bit of daylight you can see through. So what I'll do is I'll just pause it there. I'll run a little bit of extra thin just on those top bits. I'll clamp it together. But if you're just putting it together and not expecting it too much, they'd be fine. Just squeeze together. It's just me. I like to have it nipped up tight. So as I say, I'll pause it there. I'll run some glue through it and see where we end up. Okay, so that's got those edges tightened up. Okay, so we'll move on to part 3, which is putting the sump. This looks like a bracket for later, and the oil filter. stripped off and tidied up. So let's get some of the right way around. So check the orientation, which is this way around, because this is where the oil filter goes, and to get up it goes that way. So again, just push it onto these two lugs. And a little bit of a gap, so I'll sort that out in a little bit. So oil filter, squeezes on the front, nice and tight, and the bracket thing just in these two holes. That's all the way up. So the next part is fitting four more parts around the engine. So P12, C11, C9, C2 and P14 with some hose. So this is the thick vinyl, which is this, as opposed to the thin vinyl, which is that. So I'm assuming that's the only bit with the thick, because it's basically going to get a little bit extra on that. So we'll get to that in a bit. So what we'll do is, rather than watch me stick things off and clean them up, which you've already seen a couple of times, we'll pause there and I'll come back once I've got those bits sorted. Okay, let's get those cleaned up, so we'll start fitting. So this first part goes on these two lugs. So we do okay. Then we've got the cylinder head, which obviously going to go anywhere around because same shape. Yeah, that's gone down okay. And bits on the back. So this has two pins which go into those two holes. Like that. That, and this one no, go that way around. So got this way around with this sort of big round bit, the bottom left corner. Yep. There we go, and lastly, this part goes that little groove there. And this is a thick tube which I put to length on there. that's all the way up. So we'll find out where that goes later. Okay, and we move on to the last part of the engine. Yes, it is. Last part of the engine, which is the air intake chamber assembly. So again, we make up different parts, fit to the top of the engine, and we do a couple of, these are thin vinyl tubes. So again, I'll prepare these and we'll come back and stick them on. So yes, I'm going to get the nice red supercharger on there as well. Okay, let's pause it there for a sec. Okay, so that's the final piece of parts completed. So we'll start down here, work up, get it fitted, and then the turbo. That just slips over the top, and this part goes over this lug. It's two little ones. Just turn it off for a sec. There we go, so then there we go, so that grips all that. And first curry bit. So again, simply push together. Little bits are sticking out. There we go. So on the front here we get the tubes. So we have C, which is the long one, which is that one, goes on the inside. B, which is the short one. Goes on the end. And they fit on the top of the engine. That round. And those 4 slots there. Actually, imagine the tape goes on first. It's basically 2 red parts. On the 2 holes there, and then that's on top. Yeah, so that wires up on there. So that is your engine. A few bits and pieces still to attach to it, but that's the main part of the engine construction done. Okay, so we'll cut that part finished there. So we're back with part 2, where we're moving on to doing the frame. So we'll see what's involved with that. Okay, so thanks for watching this part, and don't forget to go along to eModels. That's emodels.co.uk. Brilliant website, print store, brilliant guys. As the saying goes, if they haven't got it, you don't need it. But yeah, give them a look up, they're a brilliant shop, a brilliant website, and brilliant prices as well. Okay, I'll see you in part 2 in a little bit.